What is your full name?
Elson Tracey the third.
And where are you from?
Noblesville, Indiana.
Who were you named after?
My dad and my grandpa.
What's your earliest childhood memory?
Going kart racing with my dad when I was a kid, 5 years old. Going down to the kart track and spending the weekend down there and racing.
And what was the color of your racing suit?
Black and pink.
That's alright. Let's see. What did you like most about school?
Lunch. I don't know. I guess PE. I always liked playing sports.
And what was your least favorite?
Math. I hate adding numbers together.
Who were your role models?
My biggest role model was probably Mark Martin. He was always my hero as a kid. I always wanted to drive race cars and grow up and be like Mark Martin because he was a class act and he was a nice guy.
How were you disciplined as a child?
I guess just about any way possible. I mean, I was spanked with the belt sometimes and stood in the corner, grounded, whatever my parents thought felt suitable.
What is your job right now?
Crew chief on the F-15.
How did you meet your spouse and what attracted you to them?
We were introduced by a friend of ours, and we just hit it off right off the start. I reckon just got along. I'm a pretty hard guy to get along with sometimes, and we got along pretty good off the start. So I guess that was kind of what attracted us, I guess.
So what exactly does a crew chief consist of?
Just taking care of the jet. The jet's supposedly ours. We take care of it, make sure everything's up to date, changing, basic stuff, tires, doing a lot of maintenance actions, launch, recover, taking care of all the aircraft forms with the documentation on everything that's been done. We're the heart and soul of the jet. We take care of the jet and make sure that it flies day in, day out.
What's your favorite sports team?
Indianapolis Colts. From Indianapolis, basically just north Indianapolis, so it was always the hometown team. Everybody's big Colts fans around there. So I grew up a Colts fan, have been my whole life.
What did you do for fun when you were younger?
Get into trouble, just like any other kid done, ain't it? I don't know, I went to the races more than anything, go to the racetrack and have a good time, or play football, just go out in the front yard and play football, or playing football in Pee-wee League, stuff like that. Just anything, be out of the house doing something.
And what kind of racing did you have in Indiana?
About anything you can imagine, but we always went to the speedrome and watched the figure 8 races. So we always grew up watching.
And what is a figure 8 race?
It's exactly like it sounds. Instead of turning just going in a circle. You go in an 8. You drive a car around in an 8, so you got to cross in the middle.
That sounds exciting. Um, uh, can you describe your grandparents on your mother's side?
I guess they're just grandparents. I don't know. My grandpa's about as laid back as you could be. He just kind of sits back and just lets everything go, just whatever, just go with the flow kind of thing. And he's just basically like just grandpa, I guess. I don't know. Just same thing with my grandma. She's not as laid back, but she's my grandma. She's always took care of me my whole life, so it's just, I guess it's what you expect any old grandparents to be.
What's your favorite memory as a child?
Anything that has to do with racing. So I guess there'd be a whole bunch of them.
What did you want to grow up to be when you were younger?
Race car driver. I always wanted to be a race car driver, so I'd love to have been driving in NASCAR, but obviously there's only 43 guys that get to do that, and I'm not one of them, so that would have been my dream.
What was the most valuable thing you owned during your teen years?
I don't know, I'd have to say, it wouldn't be, I guess, one thing. I guess I have a collection of die-cast cars. It's kind of a little thing I collected, and they're worth quite a bit of money. That's about the only thing I had that was worth a lot of money.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about your life and how it's going so far?
I've spent about a year in the Air Force already, a little over a year. And just, doing the crew chief thing. A lot of work, a lot of time put into it. It's all for a good cause, but make a lot of sacrifices to be in the Air Force, and especially being a crew chief. jets don't fly without us, so they really need us out there, and it's just kind of things like that. It just makes it kind of hard at home, but it gets the job. You gotta do it, keep the country safe. So it's about the only thing I guess in my life worth telling about anybody want to listen to. So, but I reckon that'd be about it.